Namaste. Welcome and greetings. I am Magick Require. It's gonna stop a virus. No. This
Got y'all listening now. Some witchcraft for that ass. Too late to turn away. Abracadabra and all that good shit. Yo. Hocus pocus, got you focused on my rhyme. Simply easy, now I'm eating couch potatoes, I recline. No, I'm joking as I'm toking power puffs at Pokeos. Till my town and villa filled with ganja smoke, you know the dough. Coming out my pipes, talking about the bones in my throat. With the mic, I'm casting curses every night, you know the scope. Got my spells handy. You may call it the phone, but when I'm done reciting, you'll give me the keys to the throne. Then I'll take my keys to go home.
Dora
Didn't say I was done. While rush to end it all, it feels amazing to have won. I'm not planning to ball, but why not take the chance to stunt? No, I don't need it all. Can think of a thing I don't want. Do I worship the sun? Or sold my soul for the tongue? Or death since I was young? Or got some voodoo done?
Namaste. Namaste. Peace and many blessings. Greetings. Shalom. Peace. What's up? Hopefully y'all are having a great day. The weather has come somewhat back to normal here in Texas. It is 81 degrees. If you know anything about Texas, then 81 is just pretty much perfect. It's almost hot, but not quite. You know what I mean? So I know that winter's not over with for us here. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully wherever you're at, you got some relief. What's up, Caribbean Grimoire? What's going on? Divine Peace. Peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma. What's the deal? What are you up to, Legacy Sigma? Brother Moore, I got something for you. I think you're going to like it. Probably send it right after this broadcast. Namaste, Portia, my friend. What's going on? If it's nice here, I know it's nice in Houston. You know what I mean? Don't forget, vitamin D is very important. Your body produces vitamin D, but help from the sun. When you stand out and you sun gaze at least 10 minutes in the sun, it produces vitamin D, which is essential for a couple different nutrients in the body. Okay. Remember, sunshine, exercise, good amount of sleep. Make sure you maintaining a high vibration during these perilous times, because as the title of the live says, they are not even letting y'all breathe. I think y'all know what I'm referring to. Since the beginning of the year, they have been nonstop. And I don't think they are going to slow down anytime soon. Remember, we are in year 5 of that 10-year plan, the 2030 plan. So, peace, Sister Righteous. How you doing? Yes, very nice today. Yes, I make sure that I get up and get out in the sun. I make sure that I'm at least 10 minutes in the sun, exposed. I close my eyes and look directly at it. You know, remember when Queen of Swords was here last time? She gave instructions about how she astral travels. I think sun gazing was one of the ways she accomplished that. I'm blessed up, feeling just grateful to be here. That's what's up. That's what's up. What you working on, Legacy Sigma? Anything you working on? You know, magically. When I say they're not letting y'all breathe, I'm talking about everything that's happened since January 1. They didn't even let the year come in, and then they was just stressing y'all. Because I see a lot of people getting stressed about who's in office, about everything that's happening. Right after that plane crash that happened, I think it was last week, there was another one in Philadelphia, my hometown. There was another plane crash. And my mother no longer lives there. My mother moved here to Texas, but where she used to live is about 5 minutes away in a car from where that plane crashed, they say. But I've seen videos surface online where they saying that, you know, it was a missile. You know what I mean? Couple people got hurt. See what I mean? Then you have, you do that. Yeah, I love it. It does feel magical. You know, you feel great after you sit and sun gaze for about 10 minutes. That's all you need, really. I mean, do it long if you can, but 10 minutes is the standard. You know, what's up, brother Konami? Peace. Peace, Chikazi. What's up? Still doing the Jade Emperor work and consistent with the mantras. Just got doing some before. Okay, that's what's up. Keep going with that. Yes. Peace. Hip hop elevation. What's up, God? How you doing, man? Um, and then you got Biyaki winning country album of the year. Though it was funny. The reason it's funny is because, for one, Jay-Z complained about it last year, about her never getting album of the year. And then magically she gets it this year for an album that's not even country. An album that they don't even play on country radio stations. You know what I mean? Rituals upon rituals upon rituals. If you don't see what's going on by now, there's absolutely nothing I can say on these lives to convince you otherwise. You need to get out in some sun, clear your third eye, or something. Because if you're not seeing the madness that's going on right now, I really don't know what to tell you. I am an Eagles fan. Philadelphia Eagles are in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to win, and I'm an Eagles fan saying that just because I just don't think the NFL is going to let it happen. Taylor Swift, they make a lot of money with the Swifties. You know what I'm saying? Then they say in the script they keep changing the script, but first the script was the Philadelphia Eagles were supposed to win. They're supposed to be playing the Buffalo Bills. Then it changed when Kansas City won, right? Now I see Taylor Swift wearing a red dress at the Grammys. I seen a poster for Kendrick Lamar, who's doing a halftime show. He's wearing red. Maybe they don't mean nothing. I don't know, but maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just this conspiracy theorist. I don't know. But yeah, exactly. You never trust, never trust anything the media tells you. But people still do. People still do. So the only thing you can do, I've said this before, the only thing you can do is maintain your vibrations and make sure you and your family are okay. I've been getting a feeling to get back to that new Avatar book for some reason out of nowhere. Go for it. There's rituals for everything in that book. There's rituals, there's spells, there's incantations. What's up, Tosh? How's it in Chicago? Yes, how about that? Let's not forget all the conspiracies that came true. All of them came true. All the information came out. The truth came out about the jabs. Everything came out, and people still are lining up for boosters and everything else that the media tells them to do. You cannot convince me otherwise that they ain't just a bunch of NPCs out here. You cannot convince me. You know what I mean? You just cannot convince me. I seen somebody arguing about Beyonce winning, and I'm gonna stay off this, but they were just happy she won. They happy that the melanin won is what they said, right? This is a supposed conscious person. They said they happy that the melanin won, right? Need I remind y'all, everybody has melanin, okay? Dr. Joel Pookrum told y'all that. Everybody has melanin to one degree or another. Darker skinned people have more of it. That's all, So they won. They glad she won the Grammy. And then they said in the later part of the conversation, I don't care about the Grammys. Then why'd you care that the melanin won? Which is it? You know what I mean? Black people still want to be included in everything. Just trying still so hard to be accepted, man. It's a good book. The new oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorites as far as Kabbalah. It is, I don't want to say dumbed down Kabbalah. It's just an easier, practical way to work the Kabbalah. What's up, Blizz? Peace. It's a whole crackhead. Damn. 20-degree swings in all kinds of directions. One day is spring, then winter, then summer, all in one day. God damn. Shit. That would piss me off too. That would really piss me off. It's happening everywhere. Remember, we had an Arctic blast all over the country. Like I said, they are constant with it. And I kind of knew it was coming. I knew all of this was coming. I know in what degrees it was coming. But when I say they're not letting y'all breathe, it's like one thing right after another. You know, I'm even seeing people who are protesting. Get this. People are protesting because the president, the new president, he said there's only two genders, right? First of all, how can you be mad at that? All right. There was a protest outside a hospital, a doctor who refused. Let me get this right. A doctor who refused to do a transitional surgery on two 12-year-olds. They protesting that. Yeah. So it looks like he's stopping the let's say child abuse, and people are mad about it. I think I want to find the clip. Let's see. He posted it today, but I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Let me show you this real quick, y'all. This is in New York City. New fucking York City. Look at this.
Hospitals in Manhattan refuse to do transgender surgery on children. Now, I was actually there taking these pictures and videos at this protest. There were easily over 100 police officers and over 2,000 people. And they were all right outside the NYU hospital after a doctor canceled 2 surgeries for 2 12-year-olds that were trying to transition. After Donald Trump's executive order last week demanding that people stop doing surgeries on children to transition, this doctor announced last Wednesday that they were not going to do any more surgeries. 2 12-year-olds were scheduled to get implants in their arms to stop their hormones and get puberty blockers. One had theirs canceled on Thursday, and the other one had their surgery canceled last Friday. Now, the Attorney General of New York actually said that hospitals would be violating state law if they stopped offering these transition surgeries for children under 19, saying that hospitals would be violating New York's anti-discrimination law if they refuse to do these transgender surgeries on children.
So people are protesting that. This should show you the madness here. This should show you the madness. They big mad, but I feel like, yeah, probably. Peace, Miss Mary Mack. Back on the Rockefeller family, let me know what you find out. I found something interesting. I don't know if you have a fire stick or not, Caribbean Grimoire. But there is a documentary called The Knights Templar. So they give me information out on the Knights Templar on streaming. I'm not sure if it's Hulu or it's one of the streaming services, but it's called The Knights Templar. I saved it. I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one, but I saved it so I could watch it later. You know. Peace, K Millionaire, new to the live. Welcome. Hope you enjoy. So yeah, I do a lot of research, and I do a lot of reconnaissance. So I'm aware of all the madness that's going on, and weaves on babies, that's still not okay to me. Still not okay. But people are doing shit like that. You know what I mean? They refuse to let these heifers refuse to let these kids be kids. You know what I mean? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Another exhibit B here. Look at this. A birthday wig.
A big day.
Look at this shit here.
This will be a very memorable day for her.
A memorable day for like a
Quick
1 year.
hydration break.
Look at that.
This baby is getting the perfect transformation for her big day. This will be a very memorable day for her. Quick hydration break.
That baby will be bald by the age of 4. You know what I mean? They will be bald by the age of 4. Let's see. What else we got to talk about here? Oh, Tosh, thanks for what you sent me earlier. We all know about MK Ultra and mind control. I've spoken about it several times here, right? Tosh sent me something really interesting that I had no awareness of. Let me get to y'all comments first. Peace and blessings, Diana Nichols. How are you? Right. Yeah, exactly. When will the madness stop? Will it stop? Because let's be honest about it. Our people are supporting it. You got NPCs and Negroes, KNEEGROWS, supporting it. Every fucked up thing that you see, you will see black people supporting it. I guarantee it. It is what it is. The European Union is slowly pulling back from these trans surgeries because they find out that's not the solution to these people's problems. Actually, cause them. That's what they're not telling people. That's a good point. That's what they're not telling people. The complications that come afterwards. You know, a large number of these trans people are committing suicide. That's another statistic they refuse to show. They cause a lot more physical problems, psychological problems. You know what I'm saying? Anything that goes against nature, anything, I don't care what it is, and you can call me whatever name makes you sleep better at night. Anything that goes against nature and is not natural, you should be raising your eyes at. Unnatural behaviors, you know what I mean? Unnatural fucking puberty blockers. Why would you? That's a natural thing. That's how you grow. You see what I mean? These surgeries are causing way more complications that they are not telling the masses. That baby is too done with them. She's trying to figure out how to get a job. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sheesh. And the black community love the fuck. Exactly. That's exactly my point. I don't think, honestly, they say the black people will rise again. I'm having a hard time seeing it, the way it's going now and how they've gotten to the children now. You know, they've already gotten to the children to the point where I don't think there's any turning back. But we shall see. They're putting, let's just say, special medicine in the shrimp, just a heads up. I've seen a video one time where they pulled shrimp out the sea and the shrimp was covered in cocaine, covered in it. You know what I mean? Just like covered in it. Peace, Dom Moni. What's up? Ultra Instinct. Good to see you. Mind control. That's where I was going with that. Mind control. A lot of this is mind control. A lot of it is mind control. You know what I mean? So we can't fully blame black people, but half of the blame is black people. But there's a lot of mind control. I just found out something from Tosh that I'm trying to get to, is that these emoticons or these emojis are actually something else. Check this out. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. And no, this is not a coincidence. Not in my opinion. Look at these.
The resemblance is striking, man. I won't be using emojis anymore. If people of note within the Ummah are seeing this and not saying anything about it, surely that's not right either.
They should be speaking out against it. You remember what happened to the wife of Prophet Lut, alayhi salam? She didn't have a problem with it. She didn't speak out against it. What happened to her?
Look at those,
She got
y'all.
destroyed with them.
Look at those emojis.
If I stop using emojis, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to lose my house
see
because I
these?
didn't put a smiley face? What's going to happen? Nothing.
Is it just the faces or is it all emojis?
Pretty much most of them, including the ones of the activities like lifting the weights, riding the bike. Pretty much all of the ones of living creatures.
There's a sigil that
goes with it.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's been done intentionally.
So who's creating these emojis?
Unicode.
Unicode.
Before Unicode established the emoji system, your country might have different emojis to my country. So if I send you emojis that are not on your phone, it will just appear as like a black box.
Yeah.
But they had to make it universal, and they're very specific with what emoji goes where, to the point where even the Samsung emojis, the Apple emojis, the Microsoft emojis, they're all based on the same Magick sigil system. It is not just the iOS ones. So people saying, oh, I'm on Android, I'm fine. Nope, you're not. Stop using it.
You know, the bad part about that is those sigils that y'all were seeing, if you were paying attention, those sigils are Goetia demons. All of them. Every single one. I was like, wow. They're using Goetia demon sigils for templates for emojis. That's wild. You know what I mean? They're not Veve's Ultra Instinct. They're Goetia sigils. Yeah. Yeah, demonic seals. Yep. Anything is possible nowadays. And one look like Lilith. Yep. Yeah. Cocaine shrimp. Yep. Yep. You know how they pull shrimp out the ocean? They pulled them out and they were covered in cocaine. Cocaine, y'all. Y'all know that, like in Florida and Cuba, a lot of cocaine is lost, right? From them transporting drugs. Just in case you didn't know that. So, yeah. Cold in Indiana today, but I did get out and enjoy that sun. Okay, that's what's up. Battered shrimp. Y'all got jokes. The powdered shrimp. Y'all got jokes. You know what I mean? But that fucked me up when I saw that. Thanks, Tosh, for the assist on that one. I was like, wow. They are using Goetia demon seals or sigils to make emojis. So now I will be side-eyeing in. I don't use them myself, but I will be side-eyeing any emoji that I look at. You know, even though, of course, y'all know that the Goetia demons, the Goetia period is one of my favorite systems to work with as far as Magick is concerned. But to see it as a template for that, that's not cool. You know what I mean? That's not cool. Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. What would that do to the subconscious? Well, I mean, you know, it plants it into the subconscious. I mean, honestly, it's probably not doing anything. The good question. It's probably not doing anything unless you sit there. One of the ways that you summon one of these demons, I guess I would call it a secret. You meditate on it. Unless you're sitting there and just consciously looking at the emoji, it's probably not going to do anything. I still think this fucked up. Me personally, to be using Goetia sigils for emojis, you know, but that's a good question. Every time you use emoji, you're summoning a demon. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It could. I think that might be the goal there. Might be, but I don't think so. I don't think you're summoning a demon. I don't think it. Salute, Jamal Davis. What's up, man? I heard something similar from African Bokor about electronic circuitry. Okay. Are you talking about? No, he's Haitian. Never mind. I thought you was talking about the Haitian Bokor on Facebook. The dog they call smart dust is so horrible here, and many, include myself, are very sick here in Indiana. I would suggest detoxing on a regular basis, drinking water, a lot of water. Fasting, you know, because you're breathing in all that smart dust. My prayers are with you. Honestly, I'm not being funny when I say that. But that's all I can't see that being an issue for us. Indeed. I'm curious though if it's the same for Shem Angels too regarding emojis. I don't know. That's the first time I seen that particular video. Tosh sent me that and I was like, wow. Really? You know, I was brought to say, like, aren't the Goetia part of our own powers anyway? They are. There are 72 Goetia demons. They are I like to say this, they are within as well as without. You know, they are part of our subconscious. You have to learn how to activate them. you know, or you can activate them through ritual. Save the children. Yes, please. I've been begging for people to say, you know, to people to wake up to like, please save these babies. You know, I did something like maybe last year or 2 years ago, like leave the fucking children alone. Why can't y'all leave these children alone? You know, speaking of children, um, speaking of children, I saw another little clip. Um, this is the kind of father I was right here. I have one girl, and this is why dads are important. I'm trying to pause it. How can I pause it? Well, I can't pause it. All I can do is this. I can show y'all, right? But I'm gonna have to go to the beginning. Tough love is real love.
Now look, I got something to tell you. And don't get upset, because it's for you. I'm taking you out of gymnastics for the rest of this month. Keep running. Keep running. Come on, slide on over here. Come on. Relax. I'm crying. Go, pick it up. Guess what? It's for you. You've been walking around here like you know everything. You're acting all arrogant. You got this attitude. Your grades been slipping. You need to keep going. Don't stop. You ain't doing it but going to the park. Let's go. Let's go. Gonna get your butt up every morning. You're gonna run. You're gonna work on these pull-ups, and you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna develop your body. You're gonna develop your mind, and you're gonna develop some damn character. And it's time to show me you want this. Right? Huh? She's going in the Marine Corps. Nah, she's supposed to be a gymnast. But she gotta get her attitude. She gotta get her attitude together.
I love this.
Let's go.
I love this.
It ain't just about because you can flip. That ain't what it's about. You really want to do this, you're gonna have a good attitude. You're gonna have to have awesome character all the way to the bench. There you go. One. I need 20. Everything gotta develop. Everything. And you as a person. You really want this? All right, well, you're gonna show me. Show me at the house. Well, how you act, how you treat your brother and sister, how you respond to me, how clean you are, how responsible you are.
Man, I love that. I absolutely love that. Like I said, I am that kind of, I was that kind of father. You know, fathers are important. But, you know, y'all talking. How the motherboards and computers has the same setup as the pyramids, because they know that the pyramids are energy, you know, conductors. And so they set up the circuitry boards like that. Good observation. 72 melanin clusters. I think all agendas are aimed at kids. They know grown-ups be set in their ways and ain't feeling this weirdo shit. I'll call them back. Exactly. Salute to that king. Familiar situation. I have 2 daughters, 2 stepdaughters. I did the same thing with them, and they are grateful now. So you're doing it. Exactly. My daughter thanks me to this day, you know, for how I raised her. You know, she thanks us both, me and her mother, but you know, and she, the way she's raising her daughters, their father is in their lives, her husband. So yeah, it's important. So if the Gosha are a form of 72 actions, there's a set amount of angels for the same reason. There's thousands of angels. So no. There's thousands of angels. There's an encyclopedia of angels. You know, there's thousands of angels. Angels you probably never heard of. You know what I mean? Probably never heard of. The reason that they do this, well, I mean, not only do they attack the children, but they also attack us as far as the way we interact with each other, black love, so to speak. You know what I mean? They're gonna constantly, they're still doing this. But it's to the point now that if people aren't seeing it, I mean, it's just, what can you do? Bobby said this a long time ago. He said this years ago. Listen to what Bobby says, y'all.
In their human form. So in the beginning, we were and still are. See what I'm saying? Now, given that we are the original people, they know the people that rule the earth. White folks, not all white folks, the ones who have studied our science.
Listen.
And they have ruled the earth. They would know that the one thing in order for them to keep themselves into power and keep the matrix going, which they can't do, but this is the way they think. They would know one thing, and that is to keep the black man and the black woman apart, especially the ones in the Western Hemisphere, because the final place of the rising of Osiris from Amenta is called the West. Osiris is called the Great Westerner. That's in your Book of the Dead. If you Faulkner's Book of the Dead, the big round one that they just put out in 10 years ago. So they know that the key here is we must never even show black love in cinema, literature, or anything to the masses of the people. So you can have TV shows like the Bernie Mac show. They'll show him engaged with affairs of his children. And he got one of the finest wives in all get up in Hollywood. But you will never see them get that intimate.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You'll never see them get that intimate. You see, and it's the finest wives in all get up. We had one movie, other than the comedy movies, Best Man and all these, we had one major movie that was set on a love story. It come out in all of the 1990s, and all the movie making black people did, which was Love Jones. And at the end of the movie, they didn't even end up together. You see.
I think they did, but okay.
Even when you see Cinemax and Showtime and a group of these cable series that come on at night, they'll have these little sex movies that come on around 9 or 10 o'clock after prime time. But you know they never have any black ones. And they'll show black people never in soft porn. They will always show black people in hard pornography. But that's just straight fucking. But they never show them even in the soft porn that can indicate that there's some type of love sequence going on, or romantic. And so this is an exclusive club for white men and white women. But the mystery here is to always never show the iconology of black love.
Never, ever do that. You know what I mean? Every time you see, well, every time I've seen it, you know, there's some fuckery going on, or you're not like these Tubi movies. You know, I don't see black intimate love like that. You know, now I could be wrong. Maybe some of y'all have, but like he said, Love Jones. That's about it. You know what I mean? Greetings, the Motown Witch. Everybody give a shout out to the Motown Witch. Hercules. That's like, no. I love it. Fathers are definitely important. God didn't make us for nothing. These children need fathers. Yes, they do. Because the next clip I'm going to show you is going to show something completely different. Have you used obsidian mirrors for pineal work and scrying? For scrying, yes. I showed before a couple lives ago my black mirror that I use in ritual work. You know, it still has a sigil on it that I can't get off. So I haven't used it recently, but yes, I use my black mirror is obsidian. You know, scrying is an interesting practice that I do. I tried not to because I'm an introvert by nature. I don't fuck with people like that. And so I don't really want to pry into people, you know, only if it's something I need to know, or if I need to know if a client is telling me the truth about something, because you'd be surprised at how many people lie to me, you know, and any other spiritual workers out there, they know what I'm talking about. People lie all the time. You have it on your angelic card. Okay. Okay. It might be the same one that I have. I'm not sure. I know it's an encyclopedia. Angels have come to my rescue in some of the darkest hours for me. I salute them. They can also be bad. They can also be used for any other purpose, for destructive purposes, for black purposes. You know, this is what Supernatural, the show, was trying to show y'all. One of the worst angels, one of the baddest angels on there is Raphael on Supernatural. He was black. He was a black man. Bob was so on point decades ago. He's like a modern day Nostradamus, right? Every time that I watch a Bobby Hemmett video, I will see something I hadn't seen before. I watched part 1 of the great. What'd you think about it? The great old ones. I love that particular lecture. You saw that one? Yes. Yes. Rest in peace to who? Bobby's still alive, sir or ma'am. Yes, thank him for all his teachings, but he's still alive. I literally had this convo with Righteous about how there aren't any melanated love movies. There we go. Love and Basketball. Brown Sugar was a good one. Brown Sugar was good. But we're talking about back then. I think this was when it started to fall. You know what I mean? What do you see now? You know, I can't name a single one. I can't name a single movie. No, I can't name a single movie where you see black love. Nope. Nothing's coming to mind. Nope. What's up, Sharon? Phil Valentine too? Yes, absolutely. Phil Valentine. Shout outs to Phil. Michael was black on Supernatural, wasn't he? No. Michael was white on Supernatural. Raphael was black. And it's interesting because in one of his forms, and Raphael's one of his forms, he became a black woman. Which is interesting also because they have been doing this bullshit for a long time as far as transhumanists, let's call it that. Many of y'all who watch anime know I just started watching One Piece, right? I'm still very early in the series. I'm on episode 63. And there's this character on there called Miss Monday. Miss Monday is a black person, supposed to be a woman. I swear this motherfucker look like a man. You can't tell me no different that this is not supposed to be a man. They say, oh, it's a muscular woman and gave her a feminine voice. But I'm telling you, this is a man the way it's drawn. You know what I mean? You're not going to tell me anything different. I don't care who disagrees with me. This is a fucking man the way it's drawn. Let's see. Look at that. That look like a woman to y'all? This is Miss Monday. Supposed to be a muscular woman. That is a man. I know it's a cartoon. That's a fucking man. Stop it. Shit. You know what's crazy? People say that children lie a lot. Nope. I find that's the adults that lie like rugs and for no reason. Yes, absolutely. Me and my wife was talking about this recently. Like, people have been lying to us. I mean, just our friends, family. People are just lying for no reason at all. Yes, Bobby Hemmett is still alive. I drink a lot of lemon water, try to detox as much as possible. Fasting is hard for me because I love to cook and eat it too. Okay. I find that a lot of people find it hard to fast. You know, do what you can. If you had sex with a transgender, press 3. Okay. What do I think about shamanism? It is a magical practice. That's what I think about it. It's a mystical practice, you know, but I think I had this conversation with the audience before. I wouldn't use it to wage war or anything like that, but it's raising kundalini and, you know, just spiritual individual ascension. Yes, shamanism. Okay. I originally wanted to buy the collection of Bobby Hemmett lectures from Panic. Serious Times Media has a lot of Bobby Hemmett videos. I put what I can on Patreon. You know, Gabriel was a badass on Super Yacht. Yes, what's up, Lloyd? Yeah, right. Oh my God, thanks for the reminder. Neely Fuller passed today, y'all. If you did not know, he passed today. Like I said, the hits keep coming. They're not giving y'all time to breathe. You know, when you look at the gematria of a lot of these events, they're adding up. That's why I say I don't think I'm not wishing. Of course, I want the Eagles to win the Super Bowl, but the gematria is not adding up, you know, for them to win. You got the Swifties there and all this money making, you know, plus the gematria for that. The Eagles could lose their 666th loss in the Super Bowl. Chew on that one. Is that One Piece? I think I seen that. Yeah, I heck I thought that was a woman. It's a woman. They say it's a woman. That looks like a man to me. Yes, that's One Piece. If you have problems fasting, just don't eat till 1. What you can do also is the 16-8 method. If you have a problem fasting, do the 16-8 method. Just Google the 16-8 method. People find that easier. That a troll account? I think it is. Namaste, Katrina. Oh, yeah, that's right. Katrina, namaste. This one tripped me the fuck out when I saw this. Because ain't no goddamn way. No way. Y'all saw how I saw, you know, showed the woman. I mean, the father training his daughter. But check this out. Can you believe this shit right here? Check this out. This is the kind of shit that goes on and people record it.
Amaria, get your ass up and make him some food. He got his leftover spaghetti in there. Make him some more spaghetti. And put his fish that I made him earlier in the air fryer. And warm it up. No, you're his girlfriend. Get your behind. I'm his mom, yes, but you're his girlfriend. I already made the food. Am I right, Jakai? You always want to be quiet when I'm right. Look, he put his hands up like he give up. Get your ass up and go warm his food up. The spaghetti is already on the stove. We reheated it. It's good to go. Put his fish in the air fryer because he don't want no microwave soggy fish. Period. So get your ass up and do what you're supposed to do as a girlfriend. Mama can do some things, but mama can't do all things. So come on, sweetness. This your man. Warm his food up and feed him. What y'all watching? SpongeBob. You guys are such kids. I just love it. But get
Dora, pause. Ain't no way. Just no fucking way. You know what I mean? And recording it like it's cute. Laying up in I'm from the old school for real. Yes, spirulina and chlorophyll. Yep, exactly. Just started back on episode 4. I ain't nowhere near it. I'm on episode 63 or 64. We need more parents like that. I was also that kind of mother, and it paid off for my son too. Kudos for that. Yeah, we did lose a giant. He passed just today. I just saw it today, and I'm so who somebody reminded me. I think it was Legacy Signal. Was it? Oh, it was Brother Moore. Brother Moore. Yeah. Favorite magical system for waging war? I don't wage war. I don't wage war, and that's bad. You should never do that. You know, it is really bad. You should always be light and bringing in light and being a light being. You should never wage war. I believe they're gonna rid the Super Bowl like they always do, but I'm going, yeah, me too. You know, but it is what it is because, like I said, they have not. If you think about it, since the beginning of this particular year, they have not let up. There's been constant events happening, constant. You know, from the president coming into office to the plane crash, then the plane crash. And think about it. The plane crashing in Philadelphia, a tragedy in Philadelphia ahead of the Super Bowl? Really? Okay. All right. He must have been so, yeah, I know I would have been, if I wrote a book about how black folks could do much better, only to watch them go happily into madness. That's the key thing to say too, Tosh. Thanks for saying it. Happily into madness, just like happy slaves. You know, it's even worse than when Bobby Hemmett was going strong with his. It's even worse now. You know what I mean? And the celebrity worship is at an all-time high. I see people on these, like I said, I do a lot of reconnaissance, I do a lot of research. And so I see a lot of people praising these celebrities just for being, just for existing. They could give a fuck about any of us. You know what I mean? No, that wasn't a skit. Nope. That was not a skit. That was for real. Right, exactly. My mom would never have allowed that. She would have cussed me out, threw the girl out, cussed us out all the way out the house, down the street. My mother was that kind of mother. If I told you how many times my mother embarrassed me publicly, yeah, I had that kind of mother. But as you see, it turned out, you know, I've been kept my ass out of jail and been on a straight path. So yeah, I don't think it was a skit. I think it was for real, y'all. You should see the comments. The comments, nobody is praising this behavior. It wasn't a skit. No. What's up? I like to talk dirty behind ice cream trucks. That's an interesting ass name. Oh shit. Right. How to pass the ghetto to the next generation. Right. There you go. Tosh, you on it today. You really are. They never grow up. Nope. Never. God damn, y'all been talking. That shit was wild all the way around. This is a whole new earth. Yeah. People have lost their minds. What's up, doctor? How are you be? How are you be? How do you be? How are you, man? I've been experimenting with Vashikaran. Hey, how's that working for you? Is that working really? They work, but I've not had many test subjects. But the Vashikaran mantras really, really work. They do. The key to that is consistency. But how are they working for you? He gave it look like the small printing under the contract. Yeah. Like you said, they're heavy with gematria. They're heavy with gematria. And like I said, Ani Osaru, y'all know him, and Frank Beasley on my Facebook page, Facebook friends, they're heavy into the gematria, and all the gematria points to Kansas City winning yet again. So I don't get in my feelings about it. The Popeyes and Don Julio collab, I'm not familiar with that. The Popeyes. I might have to research what you're talking about. Yeah, right. Trying to play grown in the house. That wouldn't have been my mother at all. Exactly. I was allowed to have female company once I got like 15, 16, but in the bed, no. Doors closed, no. Absolutely not. My mom would have been able to come in as she pleased. I asked because you said you would not use shamanism for waging war. Maybe a better question is what system is good for averting war? Oh, I was being sarcastic, righteous. There's plenty of, I could use the Kabbalah for war if I wanted to, and that's why I preach learning so many systems and knowing so many systems, because I can come at you so many different ways, just knowing what to do. But I think any magical system can be useful in that if that Philly crash looked like yes, thank you, Blizz. Exactly. Somebody else was saying that looked like a goddamn missile. The way it flew down. If you see the clips are on Instagram, and that looks like a missile. It does not look like a goddamn plane. Vashikaran are subjugation mantras. Vashikaran. They are subjugation. That's what's up. I'm glad you dig the content. Yes, it's Bile Cadman. That's who it is. It's like the chicken. Oh, you're right. They just added alcohol. It's happening at 10 a.m. Yeah, I got what you're saying. I was thinking earlier the Kabbalion. Nah, it's Bile Cadman. He didn't wrote at least, I want to say he wrote 40 books by now. You know what I mean? I had another one I wanted to show y'all before we get out of here. Damn it. Where did I put it? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, and I found it. Found it. All right. So 21, 23. 21. Another one from the master teacher from one of his earlier lectures, one of his classic lectures. One of my favorites is this one.
Praise the fucking Lord.
Praise the fucking Lord.
There's a special tape, and it's going to deal specifically with ritual. And as a matter of fact, me and a witch went to Salem, Massachusetts, which is my girlfriend, to perform a specific ritual with the dead. We're going to get into that a little later on, and we'll give you the history surrounding that. But every time this particular tape is played, this tape will propagate and continue to initiate that particular witch ritual. It will be similar to an evil dead. Every time this tape is played, the energy of the evil dead will manifest itself, and the people who play the tape, good fortune will come to them. And so what I did was I pulled out a few tarot cards to dedicate to the witches and the zombies that are going to help manifest this power to destroy our enemies.
Listen to what he's saying.
Whoever they may be. And I don't have to mention the name of our enemy. We're not talking about personal enemies, although some of them may have personal vendettas against you or I. But we're talking about something that's galactic.
Y'all hear that? He's not talking about your personal enemies. He's talking about galactic enemies. The ones who have the power to run this bullshit that you're seeing.
So I pulled out a few tarot cards. And one of the tarot cards, this is the Six of Crystals, called Confusion. Confusion. Remember, the chariots are coming from the Moors. They're magical cards coming from the Moors, and there are various uses for these particular cards. So this particular card here, we want to cause confusion and destruction upon our enemies. Confusion and destruction. There is another card called Death. This is the card that the sniper used. You see, Death. We wish death upon their spirits. We call upon the witches. We call upon the zombies that are in our use.
American Horror Story.
Through us, the manifestation of their power against the enemies that trap them. And this card here is the Ace of Worlds, which is success in this particular video and ritual. And we also call on the spirits for illumination.
The Ace of Wands.
Which is the Ace of Wands. We call for harmony. We call for harmony amongst the spirits of like minds. No dissension and no confusion to those within the realm of the spirit in these last days. With the spirit of understanding. We call upon the universe because the universe is our original home.
Original home, y'all.
We manifest through light particles. We come through black holes.
Through black holes.
So we want to plant, we want the seeds of the universe to continue to plant within our universe, which is within us. We're going to talk about that. The 10 of Worlds, which is the reward that we offer to the spirits that are going to open up the gates of hell and manifest on the planet Earth for the destruction of our enemies. So we want to bring an offering, whatever it may be, whatever it is precious to you, like gold, is to those of this physical realm. We want to offer that to spirits of the evil dead. And the 10 of Wands for growth in the spirit. In the spirit. We call upon the energy of the seer, which is the Sage of Wands, which is Vodun.
Mm.
We want to call upon the magician, the magi, the Moors. Now, we're not talking about all dead people's personalities per se. We're talking about that left behind energy that we want to manifest through us. You have to understand we are but batteries. We are only batteries. And that's why we can't really, a lot of times we have a lot of confusion amongst ourselves, you see. And that confusion stems from various doctrines.
He has a very specific way of speaking. But I think y'all can get what he was saying here. In that particular, it's called Galactic Nightmare. In that particular one, him and his then wife, they did a ritual in the graveyard, Salem, Massachusetts. You know, he goes into it. He actually even shows footage of it, and he has certain, not veves, but firmas. Veves is voodoo, firmas is palo mayombe. You know what I mean? And he has specific words up on the screen. You know, he made this a very specific video. You know what I mean? So every time that the video plays, it destroys the enemies. You know what I mean? He had footage in the Science of Superman lecture about him doing specific stuff and then things happening, you know, where our enemies are. Now, if you don't know who your enemies are by now, like I said, there's nothing I can tell you. If you don't know who's out to get you and who's been working against you and your family's here, there's nothing else that I can say. Go decalcify your pineal gland or something, or get an understanding. Because I mean, in this particular year, if you're still not having an understanding, you need to go somewhere to learn. You know what I mean? Oh, that's my time for today. I love this deck that he used. It was the first time I seen it was when I seen this particular video, this lecture called the Galactic Nightmare. You know, it's called the Voyager deck. If anyone's interested, it is a very beautiful deck. You know, and I think I got a ritual for y'all for wild sex. Give me a second before I close out. This is the Voyager deck. Every picture is, the artwork is just perfect on these. You know what I mean? It's big, especially for someone like me who has, thank my mother, I got small hands, but it's a great deck to have. It's very precise. Like this is the Chariot. You know what I mean? Very big cards. So yeah, it's called the Voyager. Voyager. You know, saw you on Galactic Talk with Azazel and Bro Taino talking about Pascal Beverly Randolph. Yeah, I was honored to be on that with him. I didn't plan to be. The funny thing is, I didn't plan on being on that. I just followed the link. I thought I was just going to be there, and when I just saw them two there, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And they both was like, "No, stay." And I was like, "Okay." So I just stayed there. You know, I ain't say much at all, if anything, if I can remember correctly. But for both of them to acknowledge me like that and invite me to stay was truly a blessing and an honor. You know what I mean? But I'm getting ready to go and get out of here. Today is the day of Mars. What'd I say? Damn it. Wild sex. Wild sex on this this month of, shall we say, this month of Valentine's. If what you're looking for is a night of wild, uncontrolled animal sex with a woman, you need to evoke the power of the red pull-out candle. We are talking any woman here. Whether you know her personally, know her name, or have only seen her once or twice, as long as she knows you or knows of you, this ritual will bring her to you for at least one fantastic night of passion. For materials, you will need a red pull-out candle, a pencil or knife, an ashtray or small bowl, and a small amount of pure boiled water. First, find a safe place for burning of the candle. By safe, what is meant is a place where the candle can burn unmolested by pets, breezes, other people, etc. It should not be hidden in a closet or drawer in your basement. Such would show shame or fear of discovering this is not the way to enlist the powers you seek to evoke. Take the candle and carve the name of the woman into the candle 7 times. You may carve an entire name, just a first name, or just a nickname. What you carve is not important, except that it be the name by which you think of this person. For instance, if you always call this woman Abby, short for Abigail, don't call her Abigail, call her Abby. Blase, blase, blase. You will need to try and carve her name the same way each time. In other words, try to make all the letters the same size, same style. Yeah. Third, place the candle in the ashtray or bowl. 4, pour your water into the ashtray or bowl. How much water you put in is not important, except that it not be a great deal of water. Now, you light the candle and wait. The candle must burn continually from the moment you light it until the water you have poured into the ashtray or bowl extinguishes it. During this time, you must think of her name carved in the candle. The look and shape of the letters. You should also, of course, be thinking of this woman. Think of her not as she is, though, but as you want her. Imagine the sex you want to have with her. Think of the things you want to do with her or to her, and other things you want her to do to you. Concentrate on them in every free moment, in the elevator, in your car, while eating or going to the bathroom. It should not be long before this woman begins to burn inside. Soon she will be burning for you the way you burn for her, the way the candle burns. As her name melts over and over, so shall she. When you see her for the first time after the ritual has been performed, be ready to see a major change in her behavior. If all is going well, she was at first seem uneasy, even queasy around you. Don't let this worry you. Instead, in the deeper reaches of her mind, she is being realigned, made to desire you like she has desired no one else. At this point, she will be mentally, physically, even spiritually ready for you, and only you, in the wildest ways possible, ready to go to any reaches you desire, no matter how wild. All right. This is from the book How to Use Black Magic to Get Women by Gary Brodsky. Okay? Y'all got that? I appreciate you, William West and K Millionaire. Thank you for your sentiment, Dr. Dr. Keone uses that there. Okay. Namaste, Doctor. That link was the universe saying that you have great knowledge, can be among the greats. Much appreciated for that, Tosh. Appreciate you. Shout out to the woman, to people with an actual sex life able to work this ritual. Just came home. She's you can do that. You know, you can do that. You can modify it. Modify everything. Female part. Anyway, thanks for joining me, y'all. I'll see y'all next time, which will be Thursday. Same time, same bat channel. I'm the one and only. There's only one, the diabolical one, Magick LaCroix. As I greet you in peace, as always, y'all take care of yourselves. Namaste. Peace, y'all.